Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from in the world. So this morning's mobility practice, we're going to be focusing on the chest and the shoulders. Then we'll move on to some breath work. We're going to be doing some abdominal breath work. And then we're going to move on to the breath fire just to set us up nicely for the day. We'll finish the session off with a short visualization, meditation, manifestation. With that being said, let's make a start. I want you to place your arms out just by your side, palms facing up, and we're going to externally rotate, sticking the chest out, bringing the shoulders back, and then internally rotate, and external, and internal. Turn them both external. If you don't know what I mean by external rotate, so that's external, that's internal. And then you're going to turn the right one in, keep the left one out, and then we're going to alternate. Both palms facing up, fingertips on shoulders. We're going to draw some nice, slow, big circles. And then the other way, really focusing on trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then give that a shake off. Cactus arms out by our sides. We're going to exhale, kind of like doing cat-cows when we're on the floor. So exhale, bring the forearms together around the top of the spine. Squeeze the stomach, tilt the tailbone, and then inhale, chest out, shoulders back, looking up. And exhale. Inhale. You're also tilting the tailbone anterior pelvic tilt. And then exhale, posterior pelvic tilt. My shoulders and chest are so tight at the minute. And then give that a shake off. Widen your feet around shoulder width apart. Inhale your arms up. Then we're just going to lean over to the right. That was to the left. Now we're going to lean over to the right. And then back down. Take a walk to the front of the mat. We're going to do some sun salutations, but we're really going to focus on just softening the chest when we're out downward facing dog. We'll run through and do some extra cobras in there. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward, bending the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Hands come to the mat, step back. Exhaling, lower down. And then what I want you to do in this position, we're going to take a couple of cobras here. So thumbs want to be in line with the bottom of your chest. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back down. And one more. Inhale, coming up. 3, for 2, and for 1. Tucking the toes, pushing back into our first downward facing dog. Bending your knees quite a bit here, and I want you to try and sink your belly, your chest, your chin down as much as you can. Trying to soften in the shoulders. And then what we're going to do, bring the knees down as much as you can, and then pedal the feet, and then walk half a foot at a time to the front of the mat, bringing your feet shoulder width apart. We're going to go in for some spinal twists here, placing the left arm over both knees. Exhale, twist up to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, twist up to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, twist up to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, twist up to the left. And inhale, back to the center. Just going to hang in this position just for a moment. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale your arms up. Slight back bend here. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more round. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Hands to the mat. Steps back. Exhale, lower down. Going in with a couple of cobras again. Inhale, chest out, shoulders back. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale one more time. Inhale. For 3, for 2, and 1. And then come back into your child's pose. Big toes together, knees as wide as you need them, probably as wide as the mat. We're going to walk both hands over to the left hand side. And then we're going to start walking the left hand up and around, walking it up the back. Spending a few breaths here. Walk the left hand back round to meet the right. Walking both over to the right now. Continue walking around with the right. Walking it up your back. Few breaths here. And again, walking back round. Keeping the belly, the chest, the chin as close as possible to the mat. Coming in for another cobra yet again. Inhale, chest out, shoulders back. Rounding the spine. Coming into our cat pose. And then inhale, coming into a cow pose. And exhale. We're going to do a pose called thread the needle, so supporting yourself with the right hand. Exhale, twist up to your left. Exhale, twist back round, threading the arm back through underneath. Placing the side of your head on the mat, back of the shoulder, back of the arm. And we're going to place the right hand on top of the left. Exhale, twist up. Drop the right hand. So internally rotate a thumb, drop the right hand, start walking that up your back. And then walking it back round. Placing the right hand on the mat. Pushing up. And release. Moving over to the other side, support yourself with the left hand. Exhale, twist up to the right. And then threading it back through. Oh, over to the left. Placing the left hand on top of the right. Twisting up to the left. Internally rotate the hand and start walking. Oh, the left hand up your back. And walking it back around. Oh, untwist. Oh, now we're going to take a seat. I had a big chest and shoulder dominant workout here yesterday. So fingertips facing to the back of the mat, sat just in front of your hands, 90-degree bend in the knees, and we're just going to sit forward. Sit forward, feeling a nice stretch in the chest, in the shoulders, even in the biceps. And if you want to increase the intensity, drive the hips up. And exhale back down. Inhale. Oh, and exhale back down. Keeping this position with your hands sitting back. Stretching out the biceps, the forearms, the hands. Lean forward and then just release. Giving that a bit of a shake off. There was something else that I wanted to do also. So coming into this position right here. Let's hope I can do this morning. So you can either tuck your toes or leave them untucked, entirely your preference. We're going to inhale up, chest out, taking a nice back bend. You can hold this position here, or you can take your hands to the back of your hips and go a little bit deeper, trying to squeeze the elbows and the shoulder blades together. If you want to increase it even more, take hold of your ankles. Shh. And inhale, coming back up. Whew. And then coming into this yogic squat and just allowing ourselves to sink. Shifting the weight side to side. And then slowly standing up. One vertebrae at a time. I want to widen the feet around 3 feet now. Taking the hands. Actually, different one this morning. Take hold. You can't interlace your fingers here. Take hold of the forearms or the wrists. So you've got your feet 3 feet apart. Turn the left foot to the front of the mat. Turn the right foot around 45 degrees. Actually, I just made that up. if you can take a prayer behind your back, like this. I don't even know if I can do this anymore. Or you could interlace your fingers, or you can take hold of your wrist. We done one very similar the other day. And then hips are facing towards the front. Exhale. Fold forward. Keeping both legs straight. Inhale, come up. Keep in that position with the hands. You're going to swivel around to the other side. And exhale, fall forward. Inhale, come back up. Now I want you to interlace your fingers, widen your feet, squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull down, and then we're going to exhale, fold forward, and try and bring the hand up to the sky. And inhale, come all the way back up. Give that a nice shake off. And now it's time to move on to our breath work. I want to keep my mat here because we're going to be doing some driving the elbows back, and I don't want to hit the wall or the radiator. If you need some tissue, because we're going to be doing a lot of forceful breath work here, go and grab some tissue now. If you need a block or a cushion or something to sit on just to make yourself feel a bit more comfortable, go and grab it now. I'm going to start by just taking some deep breaths in and out of the nose. Okay, we're going to start with the Kapal Bhati abdominal breath work. So imagine that your stomach is kind of like it's a forceful exhale, and then relax, and it's a passive inhale. So you really have to focus just on the contraction of the stomach and then allow it to relax, and it's going to allow the breath to come back in. And just take your time with this. If you feel like you need to breathe, then just breathe and then join back in. You're going to take a breath and fill up your lungs around 75-80% of capacity. And then we'll make a start. Deep inhale, deep exhale. We're going for a round of Bhastrika. Breath of fire, breath work. I'm going to start by bringing the arms in, bringing the elbows in, clenching the fists, and we're going to do around 30 breaths of this. It's a forceful inhale, forceful exhale through the nose. As you inhale, reach your hands up to the sky, open up your hands, and then exhale. few deep inhales, really filling up the lungs. And then fully emptying them. We'll go for another round of the Kapal Bhati abdominal breath work. What I forgot to say is you want to be trying to relax everything. Face, shoulders, arms, hands. The only thing is going to be the abdomen working. Okay, let's make a start. Inhale. And inhale and exhale. Another round of the Bhastrika breath work. One more round of the abdominal breath work, and we're going to follow it up pretty much straight away with the Bhastrika. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And going straight in for the Bhastrika. Deep inhale, deep exhale through the nose. We're going to move on to the visualization. Feel free to stay seated, or you can take a lie down in the Shavasana pose. Just take a moment just to clear your mind. Have anything going on? Now let us return to the mantra that is, I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And I want you to think of something that you desire in life, something you're trying to bring into your life. It could be a personal goal, a fitness goal. Could be making a certain amount of money in your business. It could be closing a deal. Could be strengthening your relationships in your family, with your friends. And I want you to visualize, what does that look like? So that is the thought. You think it, you visualize it. Now, if it's an amount of money, or if it's, losing a certain amount of weight, I want you to be so precise with that. So precise with the numbers, so precise with everything that's going on around you. For example, if it's a health and fitness goal, if it's a health and fitness goal, how are you feeling? You're feeling strong, you're feeling lean, you're feeling healthy. And I want you to just sit with that for a minute. Excuse me. And now you've visualized that, you've felt the feeling, now it's time to take the action. What is an action you can do? What is an action you can take today, this week, that's going to bring you one step closer to where you want to be in life? And as you carry out those actions this week, I want you to revert back to this moment this morning and just remember, I think, I feel, I act, I attract. If you are lying down, just turn over on your right hand side and just take a couple of breaths before coming to a seated position. And just take a moment just to say thanks. Thank you to yourself for getting up this morning. I certainly didn't want to get up myself. And if you believe in God, higher power, the universe, just take a moment just to say thank you. Take a moment of gratitude. Thank you. That brings us to the end of our session. I hope you all enjoyed that. Hope you took some value from it. And I will see you again tomorrow in the next one. Bye bye for now.